What's up, folks? I'm here with my second video. It's a little bit late, you may notice based on the date of the video, and you also may be wondering, how do I even pronounce what's written? Is it Weyes Blood? Weyes Blood? Weyes Blood? Eyes? Wise? Weyes Blood. That's right. This is a concert review for Weyes Blood's show here in Montreal just about a month ago, end of May, at the Petit, and this was a fantastic show. I highly recommend you guys check her out if you get the chance, but let me tell you a little bit more about her and how I got into her. So, I like to listen to music, obviously, and I like to discover new music. And every now and then, one of the things I'll do will be to go on Metacritic's website, which is, for those of you who don't know, a review aggregator. And they do films, TV shows, albums, and so on and so forth. And so if you go into the music section and filter by albums, you can see, well, basically filter by year rather than by album, but you'll see the top rated albums based on critic reviews for that given year. And so when I looked at this earlier this spring, I noticed that this album, Titanic Rising by Weyes Blood, was number one on Metacritic. And beyond that, it also had a really high user score, in the high 8 out of 10, which is rare because a lot of times you'll get albums that critics really enjoy, but users, like regular folk, might not enjoy as much, or vice versa. But this one has a really high score both on the critic review and the user score. And as of end of June, it had a 91 critic score on Metacritic and 8.8 for the user reviews. And basically from April 5th to June 14th, it was the highest rated album on Metacritic. Curiously, right now, the number one album is from Baroness, which is a metal band. I've seen them before. They're pretty good, but I'm a bit surprised to find them at number one. So I'm curious to see whether that will change with time because the album just came out. So maybe some more harsh reviews will come in later. That being said, I am a fan. I haven't really checked out the album, so I'll have to do that. But I digress. Getting back to Weyes Blood, whose name is Natalie Mering. I'm not even sure if I'm pronouncing that right. But basically, Metacritic describes her music as being pop rock, or alternative indie rock, or from Wikipedia you get such things as baroque pop, art rock, progressive pop, dream pop, and psychedelic pop. Basically, it's good music in the rocky genre, more or less, rock indie, and it's got really catchy melodies, really memorable lyrics, sort of like, true love is making a comeback. Or they got another really good one, a song that starts off and says, Andromeda's a big wide open galaxy. And it's just so kind of catchy. It has this like such a nice vibe to it. And one of the other reasons how I think she's gotten a little bit more popular and more exposure recently is that Lana Del Rey tweeted out or posted on Instagram a little while back that I think I'm looking at the quote now. She says, "Some people were just born to sing. I just want to say congratulations to Weyes Blood on your new record. You're an endless source of inspiration to me, and I'm super grateful to your music." And I can definitely see, if you're a fan of Lana Del Rey or Florence and the Machine to an extent, that you'll probably really enjoy Weyes Blood. And I mean, she just has like such a fantastic voice. It's really fun to listen to, and where it gets into more like the dream pop or psychedelic pop is that there will be these sequences in the song where it kind of just takes you away and kind of puts you in a bit of a trance. And interestingly, this happens as well in her live shows, and she sounds fantastic in her live shows, almost as good, if not even better, than she does on the album. Which was one of the big reasons I even went to the show, because I was like, yo, this album is amazing, this will be great. And the venue she was playing at here in Montreal, called Petit, only holds 300 people, sold out. It's not the best sounding venue, I think, but even then she killed it. So really, it kind of, you're listening to her voice and it puts you in a trance. You're just like, I want to listen to her sing forever. And so her set was really fantastic. I missed the opener, unfortunately. I believe it was Jackie Cohen, though I'm sure she was great, but I can't really comment too much about it. But definitely, I think this tour for Weyes Blood and her subsequent tour are worth checking out because the album Titanic Rising is amazing. And I say her subsequent tour because I think she's done for now. That being said, she might be doing a few festivals this summer. I believe she's playing Roskilde in Denmark on July 5th. But then she has another North American tour kicking off in August and then continuing through Europe in October. So definitely check her out. She's been coming back to Montreal, and were it not for the fact that I have another show on the same day, I would go see her again because it was that good. One of the cool things about her set as well is that at some point she had a Beach Boys cover. She played God Only Knows, which for me is really cool because I'm not a huge fan of the Beach Boys, but one of my friends is, and I went to see them live a few months ago. Well, it was Brian Eno at least. What is his name? What is the Beach Boys singer's name? It's not Brian Eno. What am I thinking of? What is he called? Brian Wilson. I knew it was a Brian. I was like, Brian. Brian Wilson. I saw Brian Wilson live a few months ago, and at some point he played God Only Knows, and obviously it's a song that a lot of people know, but he's getting a bit old. His voice kind of cracks, so having it sang by somebody else with a fantastic voice at this day and age was a really fun experience. So highly recommended. She played an encore, which was more of just an acoustic set because previously she had her whole band with her, and they all played fantastic, but I think it was fitting for her to end with an acoustic set, so the focus would just be solely on her. So definitely check her out. Check out the album Titanic Rising. Check out her next tour. I think you guys will really love it. It's definitely music that almost anybody can get into, I think. So I hope you enjoyed this. Please like and subscribe for more. HD out.